and welcome to my channel again. Here I have a random purchase from Goodwill last year, $2. It was a scrapbook, but I grabbed it for $2. The cover is pretty, but still ugly at the same time because it's old. But what's in here is my 100-day project. Technically, I think there's 50 cards in here already, but I only did to like day 25, 24, somewhere around there. Like I just froze, maybe 26. I didn't do them consistently in order. I would do like 4 or 5 at a time, and then I was excited to do it. I tried it. The thought process that I planned out for myself did not work for me. Oh wow, we have another year to do it. But I also told myself if it didn't work out in the flow of the 100 days, I can always come back and finish it before next April when they do the 100-day challenge again. If you don't know what the 100-day project is, also called challenge, depending on your topic, it is where you do something consistently for 100 days, which is really, really a challenge, not gonna lie. Reading, coding, art, drawing, dancing, playing an instrument, cleaning, organizing. It could literally be anything. You just have to do it for 100 days straight, and you kind of have to like mentally prepare yourself because it is a lot of work. I did decide to do 2 cards a day technically, so I doubled it. It would have been 200 cards in 100 days. And what I mean by cards, I did cute little index cards. I wanted to do something that was small, bite-sized per day, and it didn't end up that way. I ended up doing 4 or 5 in a day, and I will do a flip through here, and I might make this its own little flip through video, and then we're going to create a couple little cards today to continue with my process and to finish it. As long as I get the even amount, like I have a date card and then I have an art card for each day. So 200 cards, and then I can call it a day. And then regroup and plan for next April, which I will plan more long term. I think I planned for like a week because I found it. I like really thought about it. I really wanted to do it again. This is the first year I actually attempted it. Other years I planned for it, bought stuff, and then never executed it. So it was a good time. So I'll just get started. I will do like a more detailed video once everything is done. Day 1. I think this is also day 1. Day 2. This is day 3. And then I have a little, I can't tell you that, in the bottom corner. So, like, I really, really pushed myself to be creative with these. So, and then hopefully I can get this all in the same frame. Cool. Oh. Day 3, the number 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and then this is probably 4 and 5. Like, I kind of got a little out of whack with this, so, and like this one was a smaller card because it's just how it ended up. I am really proud of these. These were a lot of fun. Day 7, day 8, day 9. I think this was 8, this was 9, and this was 7, 8, 9. This one isn't my favorite, but I still put it in because it goes with the scheme. And that's what you kind of have to force yourself to do when you do something consistently every day. And that was the hard part, to stay consistent with the style, the theme, the busyness, the craziness of the colors every day, which as I flip through this, you will notice that I broke my rules. So, day 10, day 11, 12 is here. And then these go, and then there might have been, I think this was a bonus one. And these pictures are from actually like old family members that have passed away. This is from Little Raven ink. I will have those throughout. Obviously this was a James Burke inspiration. There's all kinds of Easter eggs throughout. Okay, so I don't know where I left off. Day 10, day 11, 12, 13, 14, and these go together. These go together, and I think these 2 are technically bonuses. Like, I just was all out of whack. As you look through here, there will be Easter eggs of inspiration. James Burke. This is Little Raven ink clip art. These are pictures of old family members that passed away, so it was a way to keep them within the family, within my art, within history. So, yeah, I really like this one's super busy, but I love the 11. Same with the 10. It looks busy, but this one was actually less layers than this one. And then this one's cute and doodly. This one's very scary, very basic, and then like I can take this off if I want to. So, and then 13 and 14 are very cool as well. And like 13 is written in pencil in the background. Then this one is when I bought my typewriter when we were quarantined. This is when quarantine hit. I like bought a lot of stuff. So my typewriter was definitely a fun thing to explore and learn about during quarantine. But this is, your art is not about how many people like your work. Your art is about if your heart likes your work. If your soul likes your work, it's about how honest you are with yourself, and you must never trade honesty for relatability. Sorry. That's cute. And I do like this. There's a typo, but I think it adds a lot of character. So, and I mean, I was reading poetry at this time too, so it was I was very inspired by poetry. So, 16, 17, 18, 19. I did get some James Burke stamps in, so I had to use them. These girls took a lot of time, but they are really cute, and I think it's unique. Then this is obviously little Raven ink clip art. This I found online somewhere. It was royalty free, which is cute. This one's from, oh my gosh, what's her name? I love her, and I will link her below, and I'm really sorry that I forgot her name already, but I'm really bad at names. Her name's Robin, with an E instead of an I. She's really cool. She also did the 100 days, but she made like papers, so I'll link her YouTube below. Then here we are on to 20, 21. I don't know what's going on with this one. I think I made a, okay, good, I'm still in frame. Yeah, I made like a little booklet. So that was fun. And then I just have these masking taped to the journal so that I can take them out. They're not like permanently in here. Ooh, I can't get this one off. Okay, cheap paper clip problem, but it's fine. Day 20. I actually think I made these from a tutorial with Robin. It's on her website or on YouTube. I don't remember which, but this is cute. And I could also put something in here, like a little memory, if I would want to go back and use this in something else. Whoops, let's just shove that there. So, and then these are buttons that I put on. Day 21, day 22, day 23. And this was paper from my stash. This one was my favorite when I was making it. I was really inspired. Like, these aren't my favorite, but it just is cohesive enough. I was like, I'm not going to throw anything away. So, and then day 25 is a larger card, and that's where I stopped. So, but it's tons and tons of layers of paper. They're out. I hand stitched it. I did all kinds of things because I made it to day 25. I was really proud of myself. And I did this on the 25th day, which was April 19th. So it's been a while since I've done this. It's like August basically. So yeah, that is the start of my 100-day project. I'm going to continue sporadically. I will randomly do art journaling cards here on YouTube or on Instagram, or I'll share pictures somewhere. I like the art journaling cards because yes, they are small. They're kind of harder to deal with compared to like a nice big paper surface where you can just go wild. And like, say you don't like this part, you can just do down here. This card is all you got. So you really gotta like think what you want to do with it. So, but that is the first part of my 100-day project flip through. I will put the inspiration to some index cards that flip through for the first part of this video. And then if you want or have an inspiration, obviously you don't have to watch this part. So I have a couple of cards here, and I really don't like to work with blank cards. Like this side is just flipped over, different inspiration. These were from, can I reach it? Yes, it was this that I dumped on a journal. I dumped too much, went like this, here we are. So something cool, something easy to start with. I was testing a pen on this one. Not a big deal, because we are probably going to cover these up. I have all kinds of supplies in my reach. This is my giant box of goodness. Hopefully it's very big. Okay, hold on. Okay, a little better. Still very big. So in here I have a bunch of like physical things that would be interactive or like staple pieces in art. I have a lot of clip art in here from Little Raven Ink. This is Robin. I have stuff that I made forever ago in here. I have loyalty-free clip art. I have all kinds of stuff in here. Like I made this a long time ago. This is my alphabet clip art that I made. All kinds of things. Old coffee filter, which I might use that. So yeah, I keep this box. I keep it in my closet or on my desk of physical things. Then I also have this, which is all a bunch of random papers, a bunch of bits of papers that I prepped for the 100-day challenge. But I didn't really end up using them all, so I just kind of kept them off to this side. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it's little inspirations, like even if you don't get to create a physical, completed art journaling project or background to a journal, you can still like take some paper, spray it with paint it, do dots, do circles, do lines, and then things add up over time, is what I'm trying to say in short. So if you're starting with art journaling, plan out like the things that you see and kind of decide to make them. It's cheaper to make things than to just buy them outright. Like scrapbook paper is really cool, but it can get expensive. It's hard to store. It's funner to find an old book and spray it with ink, but you have to make the ink. It's a never-ending cycle. We all hoard art supplies, so. But we're gonna start. Sorry about the lighting. I'm trying not to glare you, and it is a rainy day, so this is what we got. If you see a colorful strap, it's just my microphone headphone cord. I'll probably try to get a better microphone eventually. Okay, so I wanted to use acrylic paint because I haven't used it in a while, and I don't want this to necessarily get messy, even though I have this to protect the wood, and yet again, a never-ending style. So I have these that I will work on. Okay, so we're going to do 4 cards. What's probably going to end up happening is 3 I'm really going to love. The 4th one will probably be a flop. I just know that from past experiences. Yeah, so I'm just going to get started. I'll try to talk my way through it. I have a brayer. I have one extremely wet soaked paintbrush. Let me find a rag in here. So the table that I'm working on is an old sewing cabinet, and the sewing machine broke. The sewing machine went out of business. Thank you, COVID. And therefore, I don't have a sewing machine to fit this cabinet anymore. And I used it for art. So this like little wooden thing can pop out, and there's a shelf under here. So if I'm reaching for stuff, it looks like magic. So I picked an array of colors. Kind of been seeing the same color scheme online, and I'm really inspired by it. And I don't have any pictures on my computer to my left. I'm going to do it all through my mind, which is really hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. We all like find inspiration from somewhere, and then we look at that picture and we're like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. And yeah, so I do want to use the coffee filter because I saved a ton of them, and I have yet to use one. And I like this paper, and I even like the ripped part. So. And I don't know how this is going to react when I put paint on it. So that'll be the first thing to look at. Too much. And I usually like thin layers of paint. Yeah, that does bleed, but it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Actually, you know, I might just focus on one, just to keep it. Because I think that would be easier on my brain. And it's probably where I faulted at the 100-day challenge. And the reason why I did more than one is because of paint drying. I don't like to see paint drying. It's very boring. Ooh, I know what I want to do. So I have my brayer here that's semi-crusty. There's some kind of string in it. I haven't peeled this one off yet. And then this little box came from a Jane Davenport marbling kit. I did marble. This is a marbling card from her kit. Super cute. It's not for me entirely. So I use it for my brayer. And then what I do is we'll just take this card. And I use a surface to brayer on. And then that will in turn turn into an extra, let's call it a goodie. Let me use the keyword goodie. Bits are physical, iconic pieces like the butterfly, a flower, and this is a goodie. I'll probably change that 100 times. Oops, too much. And then it just kind of lives in there, so. Okay, so yeah, like goodies just turn into everything. So that's cute. I don't mind that. Okay. So we'll just keep working to use up supplies so that I don't waste paint. One of the worst art sins out there. Cool. Okay, so this needs to, I'm going to bring this in. Sure. Don't get attached to your goodies. They're going to be called bits as well. So don't get attached to them. They're definitely going to change within time, within life. I mean, if you really love a paper, I framed a random goodie that looks like a sky and a mountain. That can be shown on my Instagram. Ooh, this looks kind of like a mountain scenery. Do you see the mountain peak? That's what I want to do. Ooh, let me get a little bit. I wish I had two brayers because this gold is going to. Not too bad. Okay. And these paints are a little too thick for a brayer personally. The craft paints are super cheap, and they're cheap for a reason because they work with so many things. And that's screwed on crooked, but it's fine. Okay, let me do, yeah, blue sky with a copper cloud frame, right? That's what I see, at least. Kind of like a stormy cloud now, but that's fine. Okay, very cool. Now, I do want to add another group of mountains with my coffee filter. But we're going to have to we might have to cut it. And I don't want to cut it. I kind of want it to keep it as organic as possible. So we might just have to, ooh, that looks like a mountain to me. Maybe a little bit more on that one. Let me do some magic to this one here. And I'm aware of my nails looking not so pretty, but I will get them fixed probably tomorrow. Yeah. Oh. And I didn't really have a plan for this. I just kind of knew I wanted to make some art journaling stuff because it's been a longer than a hot minute. Due to, I guess, time or no, I'm not gonna blame time. You make time for what you want to do. I blame inspiration. I didn't really have inspiration for it. I'm really finagling with this. Too much. Okay. Put some glue down. Not really crazy or particular with my glue. I just kind of buy what I can find. Easy. I don't use Elmer's glue, but I use Elmer's Craft Bond. So if you have a particular glue that you love and it's quite easy to find, link it down below. I haven't really invested in anything like that in a long time. I usually just buy supplies to create with. And the utilitarian supplies are just kind of whatever I can find. And then we're going to cut this. Larger scissors, please. These scissors have been through too many things. So, ooh, that looks nice. I like that. And it's very busy, minimal. Boom. All at once. So then do I want to do a sun or do I want to do a moon? Copper moon would look weird because I have copper skies. Well, let's go in with some watercolor. Just because we can. Now, I will warn you when you're doing mixed media and stuff, do not use your beautiful, nice watercolor brushes. Use a synthetic brush or something that you can easily rebuy if you ruin it. Oh, am I recording? Yes, okay. Just double checking. I need a blue that's, oh no, let's go over here. Make life easier. This is eyeshadow or 80s eyeshadow from Jane Davenport. This is actually quite a unique color for what it is. I did buy her all 3 of her palettes. So let's go higher up here. They, obviously the pink is my favorite. And then I have used these a lot. So let me get some of this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I didn't forget about you. Just hold yourself. So that looks a little bit more cohesive now. And this is watercolor on a non-watercolor paper, so it's going to really do its own thing. And it's on top of acrylic, which is plastic latex base, something like that. So it's going to do what it wants to do. And we do have to let this dry-ish. I am going to go in with this. This is a water-soluble pencil, all-surface pencil from U.S. Generals. This is kind of like the Stabilo All, but cheaper. It comes with a black and a white in the pack that I buy. And I really do like these. Oh, I like the black moon, actually. It's a very big moon. I like it. Alright. And see how easy and smooth that was because the surface was wet? It gets really creamy really fast. And then I might do a couple of other mountains. Let's get some of this hot pink. Yeah, and your goodies or your bits get smaller and smaller and smaller, and you can just shove them in somewhere else. Let's see if I can attempt this. If not, oh well. That's cute. I think it adds something to your eye a bit, but we gotta make it more naturally ending. It's kind of weird that it's by itself. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do a little snip and a tear then. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Just dab that on there. And technically with these cards and how I decided to store them, you could let things hang off. And if you were doing something else, it might be a little bit more difficult, like a roller index thing. So I did bring you in a little bit. I get interrupted a lot, so I just pause it and then keep going. So we have to figure out how to get this to look cohesive. On this one, the original inspiration I had for a color palette. And I like the neutralness. I feel like a quote could go there, and then something else needs to be back here. So I guess we'll just play with the brayer here. See what colors we get. Nope, nothing already dried. I'm not using that color now. No. That color would look nice. Orange, pink. Yeah, let's go with the pink. Surprisingly, I'm into pink right now. Usually, sunset colors and something shiny, and I'm good to inspire with, because it's almost every color of the rainbow except red, because you're getting more of like a pink or a berry. Let's do it this way. Oh, I do like that. Okay. I think it makes the copper pop. And then we're going to brayer that as well. Just a tiny bit of detail, and it really pulls everything together. Ooh, this needs a scratchy border. Scratchy border. Now this is reacting with some of that wet paint a little bit, or it could have been damp from when I did the water over there. That's why I love that marker so much. And I'm going to throw this on there. Right. Make it just a tiny bit smaller. And then add some of that right here as well. Yes. Ooh, then I can move it up. Ooh. Too small. That's fine. I don't want to cover this up, which works perfectly right there. Put it down. Don't overthink it. Let it flow, relax. I like to spray some essential oils before I, like in a little mister bottle before I get to work, just to kind of breathe if I don't know what I want to do, and then just do something. I have so many supplies, it does not matter. I always feel like it stopped recording. Okay, that's cute. Completely different stuff made at the same time. That's how my brain works, I guess. And then I guess I could go in and add some of these confetti pieces. I think I will do that. So I guess I like to go around shapes or through shapes. Kind of hard to explain until you physically do it, per se. And then, just want to find a way. Ooh, hold on a second. Get some glue. Shove you in there. Yeah, because then I think that kind of makes it a little bit better. Now I might do a number with this and make a quote. Actually, I think that would be a fantastic idea. Let me go in here and show you one of my coolest, easiest things that I made that I really, really enjoyed. If I can find it. These I made for the 100-day project, and I can do like, I might just do a tutorial on them because they look so fun, so whimsical, but they were really, really, really easy. And you use up your paint, you use up your papers, you get a little doodly, and I used them on back of old art. So yeah, these were a lot of fun. And the teal would look super cool with this. Big old pop of color. And then your quote for the day. But then I found Robin's circle collage dots. Ugh. And I like the pink in them. Let me cut this one out. Okay, now that I have that cut out, and it's almost lunchtime because I keep getting interrupted for food. Obviously these little white bits you can throw away. It's really hard to know when to throw away things when you're trying to collect stuff and make supplies, so be warned of over hoarding this. This can turn into something technically, but it's not that big of a deal. So here's my color. I really like the pink one, and then the green's kind of gone. And this one's kind of too big. Obviously, I'm going to fold it over like that. Ooh, hold on a second. Yeah, I don't want it to cover the corner and be like that. I think that's too easy. Could turn it into like a tag-like thing. I really want that green to appear. What I could do is do the tag like this. And when I mean tag, it's gonna have a little bit of texture, a little bit of volume. If I didn't want it to be a tag, I would just cut what I want and glue it on. But I like interaction. I like feeling things. I like seeing textures and layers in my art. And it's kind of hard to do this kind of thing on a canvas. So I put it in my cute little art cards. I do like that. And I think I'm just going to staple it. Staple. Let's just do a little texture with our staple. Make it a cute little X. And then we're going to add some pencil X's as well in this vicinity. Because then, like, when you look at it, oh, there's an X with a staple, and then your eye will try to find more X's. It's the little things over creating in time that you learn to add, not do, be bored of, lazy with. Like my typing ones with really pretty backgrounds were really lazy, but it still took me a ton of time to do them. So it looks not as interesting. It's more about reading and like your brain. Still art. Okay, so then we're going to do the day of 26. And I'm going to do it with this. This is my favorite black marker. It's a paint pen. It's oil based. Really like it. And I'm just going to do a freehand 26. Sometimes I'll write the words. Sometimes I'll cut them out. I prepped pages to that. Now this kind of looks a little boring. Like I just threw it on there. So we're going to add some of this to it. And I'm going to really sketch it in. Try to stay on that paper and not on the card as well. To kind of throw it together. And this is kind of looking a little washed out, so I'm going to push harder. And I actually will go over that in... I wish I had... Ooh, perfect. These are my Prismacolor pastels. They're like a different breed, all their own. In this cute little case, and then I have a couple of random ones. I do have a lot of these supplies. I just haven't really found a really good way to use them up, so... like didn't decide to take my time. I knew what I wanted to do, so that was cool. But these are cute. I might make a video on these. It would be a fun video. It would be kind of easy. For easy things to add to your art journal. Okay, so I found a quote in literally less than a minute, so that was kind of nice. Pinterest is my go-to for quotes, Instagram, or you could Google somebody that you like, Brene Brown, Ray Bradbury, Mark Twain, yeah. So I found a quote, and the original quote was, "Make happiness a priority and be gentle with yourself in the process," by Bonnie Ware. I don't know who Bonnie Ware is. Bronnie, not Bonnie, Bronnie Ware. I'm sorry. But I changed happiness to creativity because we are creating today, and being creative is very empowering. It's raw. It's beautiful. I think everyone should be creative in some way or another. If it's art, writing, speaking, rapping, even just having passion with anything that you do, I think is being creative. Finding a solution to a problem is being creative, and that could be a workforce, that could be a medical field, retail, anywhere you decide to work or be or thrive. So I'm going to write this down. I am pretty good at writing. I'm not very good at cursive or calligraphy, as what I mean to say, but I do have a couple of styles that I go to when I write quotes. Usually I keep it clean, or I keep it loose, or I keep it curvy. Let's say I have 3 styles. I can use a paintbrush with this paper. I will not. It's not the main purpose. The main purpose was day 26. I'm still thinking of like what I want to do. So I have gold fountain. Oh, actually, I want to use you, but not for my. Yeah, Sharpie pen. The one that is dual tipped are the ones that I will go out and buy. I used to randomly just find Sharpies in my house. So, but these are the ones that I will buy. So I'm just gonna probably do it in this. This is fast writing. Crooked, but the paper's crooked. There's no lines. It's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. So this is my day 26. That looks like I got really wet. Let me just blend it out. Yeah, it's cute. Super cute. So this is day 26, and this will be the card that goes with day 26, and I'm just going to do a couple little, probably do like a North Star here. This is these are my 2 cards for art journaling. I decided to pick cards for the 100-day project, and I'm deciding to do cards now because they're bite-sized pieces of creativity. And I mean, these are really cheap to buy. I think they're 50 cents for 100 of them. I bought 2 packs. There's 200 cards, and like I randomly keep them to write on and stuff as well. They're good for layering. They're good for making tip-ins and traveler's notebooks. So they're just really useful basic supplies that are easy to find. Dollar General, Walmart, Target, Dollar Tree, that you can really expand with creating. Again, the quote says, "Make creativity a priority and be gentle with yourself in the process." And I do literally mean that. It is past the 100-day project. I did not complete the challenge in time, but I'm doing it at my own pace. I'm being gentle with myself. So this card here is technically dry, but I will leave it for next time when I create an art journaling card. I'll probably do a couple of cards before I go into full-blown journals again, just to kind of get used to space and getting used to supplies again. Some I haven't created in such a long time that some of my supplies are new to me. So, and it's fun to work in smaller portions than in a large journal that is going to be for life. This card, if I end up not liking it, it's not a big deal. It's a single thing that can get just can get taken away or just, you know what I'm saying. Where the journal page, you have to figure out how to fix the page, and that can get hard, cumbersome, expensive, or you could break your book, which would be even worse. So, but I hope you learned something, enjoyed it. I hope the flip through inspired you. If you have an idea for this, let me know in the comments, or if you learned anything, like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.